7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
So, you're watching this video because you want to see a six-pack, right? Or perhaps you want to get a six-pack. Better yet, maybe you already have a six-pack. Hubba hubba. In any case, whether you want to see it, have it, or just hang on to it, what is it? What is a six-pack? This is only part one in a series, so it's a great place to start. If you subscribe to my videos, you'll get the full scoop, like the best way to exercise and the best way to eat to get a six-pack. Anyway, a quote-unquote six-pack is a muscle which extends along the entire length of the front of the abdomen. It's one long, flat muscle, but it's divided into 6 sections by connective tissue, with some great names worth remembering, so you can impress all your friends at the gym. So, are you ready for a little anatomy lesson? Here goes. 6 words that describe your six-pack. Use them wisely. Rectus Abdominis. This is the name of the actual six-pack muscle. It has lots of origins, lots of insertions, and lots of actions, but I'll go with my gut and assume that you don't want to listen to that lecture. In a nutshell, the rectus abdominis is the actual scientific and technical name for the abs, or abdominal muscles. Next is the linea alba. This is the name of the tendinous tissue that splits the rectus abdominis muscle into 2 halves, right and left. The linea alba isn't a muscle itself, but it divides the abs and gives you that groovy line down the middle. And last but not least are the tendinous inscriptions, which are the fibrous bands which run horizontally across the rectus abdominis, creating 3 distinct rows of muscle. So, with 3 rows created by the tendinous inscriptions, split into right and left halves by the linea alba, you are left with a total of 6 sections of muscle, the rectus abdominis, or six-pack. Pretty cool, huh? And here's the good news. Whether you work out or not, and whether or not they are visible, you already have a rectus abdominis, a linea alba, and tendinous inscriptions, which means that you already have a six-pack. Yes, it might be covered up by a keg, but it's in there. And knowing this just might be all the motivation you need to go find it. Not hide, but seek. And when you do find your 2, then 4, then six-pack, it's also important that you realize that not all abs are created equal. Just like people, abdominal muscles come in all shapes and sizes. Your six-pack may be sleek and slender, or it may be big and blocky. For all you know, you might actually have an 8-pack. Yes, some people can have an 8-pack. They have an extra tendinous inscription in the lower abs, giving the rectus abdominis muscle an extra row. A few people even have another extra row for a total of 5 tendinous inscriptions. 10-pack anyone? But you'll have to thank your genetics and your parents for that one. And you have to be really, really lean to be able to see it. And the lower abs is one of the first places the body starts to store fat, so it's usually one of the last places for it to come off. But that's another story, for another time, and until then...